So Coast Gravity Park is located in Sechelt on the Sunshine Coast. It's the first low elevation bike park in Canada, so that allows us to operate almost year round, giving us the longest season in BC. So the park is always open 10 to 4, depending on the season. We're open Saturdays and Sundays during the winter months, which is from the second week in September until May 15th. Having the bike park so close to home allowed me somewhere where I could get a lot of laps in a day. Just non-stop shuttle laps, whereas you can't really do that outside of a bike park. You either have to do a lot of pedaling or a lot of driving in your own truck with a bunch of friends. The park offers a little bit of something for everyone, so you can kind of work on your skills and get better at riding.
My name is Curtis Robinson, born and raised in Roberts Creek, BC. So in the beginning, a small group of us got together with an idea to build a bike park at a small scale versus a big resort base. And Dylan, myself, and Darren, alongside with a bit of help along the way, we basically just started building out our vision, which was a grassroots bike park that had the potential to grow into something fully functional and a fun place to go. And
we've been adding, changing, I think it's 12, 13 sections of trail, and then we've got four new sections in the works. There's a bit of everything, to be honest. We're known for our big jumps, but that's certainly not the only thing we have. We've got a green, blue, red, which is in between black. We have some double blacks and double black pro lines, which are the bigger jump lines.
Yeah, I started riding bikes pretty young when I was 8 or 9 years old, and then I started racing cross country for a few years until I was old enough to race downhill. When I was 13, I started racing the BC Cup series, and yeah, just got into that, racing in BC. And then when I was a junior, I started racing nationally. So when the Coast Gravity Park opened up, it definitely brought a lot more attention to the Sunshine Coast, and brought a lot of pro riders over here. Provided me with a lot of new opportunities with riding at the park and filming and meeting new people that come through to ride, because it's quite an internationally renowned spot now.
Yeah, so we have a BC Cup on May 3rd this year. We're the first race of the season.
We've had a history of hosting downhill races locally, but never at a BC Cup scale. So to have that sort of opportunity to build a trail match to this event should be pretty fun, and get a lot of locals involved and off-coast riders to come and have a fun weekend.
We have a growing group of really dedicated mountain bikers here and families that are all getting into trail building, and certain associations are showing up and doing trail building days, and we were lucky enough to have. They helped us work away at our downhill trail for the BC Cup, which is really cool because that is going to be a fairly community event. It's going to be an event that the community can come up and watch, which we don't do very often. So yeah, it's cool. The mountain bike community all pitches in and helps us out here. They know that we're not some big corporation trying to get rich off all this stuff, right? Like, we're just trying to have fun and build cool trails for people to ride.
The riding here at home is quite different than what I race on at the World Cups. World Cups are a lot rougher, and then just for the local community, I think it's good to have a BC Cup. That level of race is something that little kids can go and watch and get inspired to get into racing and riding, and that's how I started.